All right, what's up, y'all? Word, yo. First of all, I'm glad that we can link up today because there's a concern that we all share, and more specifically right now, I'm talking about the streets and its need for spiritual, emotional, and physical healing. As you know, first of all, we believe that the hope of the streets, the very antidote that the streets needs, is something that, because of a lot of things, they're either ignorant of, they're either skeptical of, and oftentimes they're hostile toward. But then there's hip hop. That's something that we all share in common, and that's like the voice of the city, and not only the city, even the suburbs are lending the ear today. And as dope as hip hop is, though, I gotta be honest, I'm not dissing it, but it's not a specialist at providing answers. It can raise good questions. Like the Jada Kiss joint. Why? I think it can raise good questions, and I even think it can make good observations. Like Kanye's "All Falls Down." There's a lot of truth in that. But one thing that you really never see coming from regular hip hop is solutions to root problems.
I think the Lord is going to get his though regardless, man. He's always got a representative, you know what I'm saying? A witness in every culture, you know what I'm saying? That's where we come in. The streets are his, and hip hop itself can be a tool in his hand to bring him shine, aka glory, you know what I'm saying? And also administer the medicine, that's what the Bible calls the gospel.
The reason why I had y'all come is because me and Fanatic both recognize a special sauce on your life, grace. Grace. You know what I mean? It's grace. You can just tell he's with y'all. We've been watching everybody here for a minute.
Check it. On one hand, you're a student of both Christ and the culture, and you can articulate the values and perspectives of both. Then on the other hand, you're out there in the streets representing on the daily. You know what I'm saying? I think that's hot.
Okay, I'm feeling it.
Okay. The goal of this Cypha is to dialogue with each other. We need to let the streets listen in. Through radio, we always are tuned in to their convos. We watch the videos, we see them. You're representing their clique, representing their hoods. We need to, but they don't have a way to sit in on, what a godly, crew of hip hoppers or street representatives, in our convos. What our aim is, we're not gonna shrink back from this. I know most people gonna think this ain't even gonna work because of this, but we're not gonna shrink back. Our aim is to expose the importance of Jesus Christ. They need to hear it coming from us, not just grandmoms and grandpops. His importance, we want to highlight his relevance to the street context. Most people would think Jesus doesn't relate, or the things of God have no, relation to the streets, but that's
you don't understand it.
Yeah, exactly. That's ridiculous, though.
Right.
Exactly. And we want to unpack key components of the gospel. We live in a day where the gospel is music for some people, but really the gospel is a message that changes lives. What do you think would be the first thing that a person would need in order to be in the best position to hear, receive, and then obey the gospel? How should we even come at it?
It's an excellent question, man. I think first of all, a person's got to recognize their need, yo. They've got to be able to see that there's a need, there's a desperate need. It's like the person who's sick. The person who's sick at some point has got to recognize that they're sick before they pursue any medical help. You know what I'm saying? And I think similarly, a cat must spiritually recognize that there's a need and that they got to pursue medical help. You know what I mean? So I think it's a matter of coming to grips with the fact that there's a need, and then a person can do something about it. But it's not until then that they will.
Gospel. Yeah, that's what we need.